What is up? So, I haven't made a video in a very long time, and it is amazing. I'm so excited. I have like this crazy fire to make a video again, and I want this channel to I just have a whole new vision for this channel, and I just want this to be a safe place where people can come and people can have a conversation, can get some inspiration, anything like that. And I just want to talk. I want to talk about what I talk about with God and let people know that they're in the same situations, that there are people in the same situations as them. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to be doing some different kinds of videos with baking and cooking, hopefully soon, but still having like God in the conversation, because that's like my personal time. That's part of my personal time with God, is when I cook or I bake for other people. So I had this really cool conversation with God the other day, and I wrote it all down, and I wanted to go through it and read it and talk about it a little bit, because it was just so cool and really eye-opening for me. And I think that a lot of people, and especially Christians, need to hear what I wrote down. So I'm going to read through a little bit of it, and then I'm going to just talk. I hope you're having a great day. I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. So it's from the verse Proverbs 18:21, and it said, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit." So from this, I really got just like the feeling of what we say to people can push them into their eternal life, and or what we say. I'm just gonna read it. Okay. It says, "What we say to people can push them closer to eternal life or death. Which do we want to direct them towards?" And which is so crazy and mind-boggling. But it's so true. Like, you can speak life into somebody and bring them and push them into the direction of having a relationship with God, or you could either not say anything at all and not do anything and just be like Switzerland, or you can condemn people and talk down on people, and you can speak words of death into them without even realizing it, and you're not helping anything. And that's what our job is as Christians, is to show God's love. That's our job. Like, our job is not to judge people. Our job is not to condemn or talk down on people. Like, we are all on the same playing field. Like, all of us, our entire job is to get people closer to God. And you're not going to do that by talking down on somebody or telling them that what they're doing is wrong. You should just show them love and compassion, because none of us are perfect. None of us are good enough. Like, none of us, no matter what works we do, what things we say, are ever going to be good enough. But God's love is what makes us good enough. God's love is good enough, and that's why we are good. No. God's love is good enough, which is why we God's love is good enough, and that's the only thing that is. There we go. So I'm just so nervous. Okay. So another topic or point that was made was, where would we be if someone hadn't taken the time to speak life into us? Because if you think back on, there's a moment when someone showed you love and compassion and brought you closer to God. Where would you be without that relationship or that conversation or that word spoken over you? So why wouldn't we return the favor to those people who spoke over us and speak kindly and speak beautiful words and speak truth and life over somebody else who doesn't know God. So that was just one little idea that I had, or not that I had, that God was telling me. That is just one thing to consider, is where would we be if we weren't shown that love and compassion in our dark moment and our bad moment? We wouldn't be on the right path. So I feel like we owe it to other people to speak life into them. And I wrote something down saying to pay it forward. So it's like the same concept of kids doing bike moves. It's the same concept as when you pay for the person behind you's meal in like a drive-thru or something. People like call it pay it forward. So you pay for like the person behind you, so that way you're like covering somebody else's bill because someone did that for you. It's the same thing with speaking life and truth over somebody. If someone hadn't done that for you, you wouldn't be in the position to be able to do that for somebody else. So why would you only reap the benefits of that and not pay it forward to somebody else? Like, why wouldn't you ever want other people to know that love and that joy that you have now that you have that relationship with God? I personally think it's a disservice to anybody who has ever given you a compliment or given you a word or given you encouragement or anything good that someone has done for you. I think it's a disservice to them, and you owe it to at least them. If you don't feel like you owe it to yourself or to God or other people, like, you should owe it to those other people who spoke that life into you, because now you are in the position to do that for other people, and it's just going to create this ripple effect where if you just put the positivity out there, and you just speak into their career, speak into their calling, speak into their life, they're going to feel it, and they're going to accept it more, and then they're going to be able to go out and give to somebody else that you may never had contact with that person. So it creates this amazing ripple effect of speaking into people's callings. And then if we get that, like, just think about how far that can go in people's lives, like how far in the world that can go just by you speaking life into somebody. I think that is so amazing and so incredible, and we need to do that. So one thing that I had written down was pay it forward so that the next person to receive words of life spoken over themselves can speak it into the next person. We can actually create a ripple effect of life-giving by just speaking. Imagine the impact we can make and the path we can and the path we can pave for those who don't know their inheritance yet. We can pave a path directly to our Father just by speaking life into somebody. And that is insane and incredible, and just something that I wanted to talk about, because I feel very passionately about, if someone has spoken life over you, like, speak life over somebody, which means like positivity and encouragement and joy and happiness over them. Because I know if I didn't have those people in my life speaking that into me and telling me how beautiful and called and important and necessary and noticed I was, I would not be able to do that for other people. And I just want everybody to experience that, and I want you to experience that. So if you are somebody who happened upon this video and feel like you are not called to something, or you don't have a purpose, or you don't have a calling, I think I already said that, but you do. You have such a calling on your life, and you were brought to this video for a reason, to know that and to hear that. So I want to speak life into you if you are feeling like that. And I just pray that you know your calling, and you know that you're supposed to be here, and you feel presence, and you feel happiness, and you feel joy, because it is so freaking amazing. And I want everybody to feel that. And I want everyone to know their calling, because I went a really long time in my life not knowing that I had a calling, and I have that, and it's just incredible. It's this amazing, freeing feeling to know that you have a purpose, and that you were created for a purpose, and you were created on purpose, and you weren't an accident, you weren't a mistake. No matter what people here on earth say is not true. You were created for a reason, and you were created for a purpose. And now this is me speaking life into you and paying it forward for other people who have done that for me. So that way you can go out and you can speak life into other people, and you can have a positive impact on somebody in the world. So I just wanted you to know that as well, person watching through a screen. But yeah, so that is it's just something that I wanted to share and make a video on, because this is a free platform that I have where I do not necessarily have the means to speak on, like, in front of people. So I am using my resources, and I am just posting this on here, hoping that it reaches somebody who needs to hear it. So I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. I thank you so much for watching and for paying attention and listening. It genuinely means the world to me, and I just can't wait to see the ripple effect that happens. So have a great one. I'll see you next time.